of the traditions here at Churchill Downs. The biggest day of the year in Louisville, Kentucky. Riders up, jockeys are on the horses, and now it is time for the post parade for all 19 horses in Derby 151. We start with the one Citizen Bull, Bob Baffert's first Kentucky Derby horse in 4 years. The 2-year-old champ with Martin Garcia in his first Derby in a decade. The 2, Neo Equos, 2-time in the Kentucky Derby. Jerry, the 15 is Render Judgment.
With only one lifetime win, he probably deserves to be a long shot. He trains by Kenny McPeak, who won last year's Derby with Mystic Dan. We saw him in the paddock earlier.
2 makes his Kentucky Derby training debut. 17, America's Pick, Sandman. Come from behind winner of the Arkansas Derby. Could bring a first Kentucky Derby to Hall of Fame trainer Mark Cassidy and jockey Jose 89 goes for his second Kentucky Derby win. You can feel the energy inside this venue over
135 years ago, in the year 1890, a photographer named John Charles Hemmant engineered a mechanism to capture a photograph at the exact instant a racehorse, or two, crossed the finish line on a track. Technology what it was, he only had one exposure, one shot, to get it right in the case of a tight race, a scenario that came to be known as a photo finish. In the decades since, in the greatest race of them all, the Kentucky Derby, there have been a number of unforgettable photos that have verified the winner. All along, that idea has persisted. That notion that on the first Saturday in May, a horse only has one shot at the immortality this race tenders.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby.
One shot for all of them. One shot that in this corner of the world can change lives forever.
He's been seeking for a while.
The wait is now complete. The suspense, amply savored and celebrated. The 151st Kentucky Derby is here at last. A timeless race, granting them but one shot at a priceless reward.
It is one of the greatest events in sports. The Kentucky Derby from Louisville, Kentucky. Thankful for that photo technology. We would not be able to bring you these pictures without it, that 3-way photo finish. Just 1 year ago, our official attendance, I said it was over 100,000, underestimated a bit. 147,406 in the building at Churchill Downs to witness history just moments from now. The track is wet, it's sloppy, but that is what's up for grabs. The winner's circle used one time every year at Churchill Downs, and that time is fast approaching. One final check of the odds, the 19 horses who have a chance at history. Your favorite is journalism, 7-2. Sandman, the second choice. The Japanese base horse, Luxor Cafe, at 8-1. But as we have seen in the past, an 80-1 long shot can win this race. It is time to go through some of the top competition. Randy Moss, Jerry Bailey. We'll start with the favorite, 7-2 odds in journalism.
He seems to have held his composure like most of them over here. He looked great this week training, so that means he shipped well. He's so tactical. He can do everything, anything a jockey wants him to do in terms of position. What Umberto Rispoli, his jockey, has to be very aware of is how fast they are going early, or slow. I expect it to be fast. It's easy to get sucked in too close to a hot early pace, and if that happens, the horses usually slow down in front of you far too early, and you end up making the lead too soon. So, race aware.
couple days ago, Baeza was not even in the field. Now, one of the top choices.
He was second in the Santa Anita Derby. Right now, he's the 6th choice in the betting at 14-1. He's second in our order because Jerry and I both consider him the second best 3-year-old in America behind only journalism. An illustrious family. His half-brother Mage won the Derby in 2023. His half-brother Dornock won the Belmont last year, 2024. The outside post, trainer, owner, jockey, don't mind it whatsoever.
One of the many questions in this Derby is what will the pace be like early on? Will it be very, very fast, set up for a closer like the 18 in Sovereignty?
Yes, I think it will be. Sovereignty has the advantage of having already won over this racetrack at Churchill Downs last fall as a 2-year-old. It wasn't sloppy, but it was Churchill Downs. He's fairly tactical. He's the kind of horse that starts slow early, but can make a middle move and get himself in position for that late final kick.
Another deep closer, Sandman currently going off at 5-1.
Yeah, big surprise, I think, that he's that low of a price. Social media influencer Griffin Johnson and all his followers probably making this horse the darling of social media, but he also will benefit from a fast early pace from well behind.
How surprised are you to see the 8-1 odds next to Luxor Cafe?
A little bit surprised, but the Japanese almost won it last year with Forever Young. He had a 5-length win in his last race, second largest margin of victory. I think I said the most, behind only American Promise. He's for real.
So we are just about ready to load the most unique starting gate in all of horse racing. The shot from high above. Some of the most famous faces in horse racing history are in the building right now. The great D. Wayne Lucas, coach, American Promise, trying for another Derby win. Last time he did it was 1999. Bob Baffert, back after a 3-year ban, has a chance. On the rail makes it more difficult with Citizen Bull. John Sheriffs is drawn into the field. Baeza, one of the top choices. And Michael McCarthy, been through a lot this past year, has the favorite in the Kentucky Derby. You can see how he's feeling right now.
Watch the 1 and the 12, right? Citizen Bull from the rail, East Avenue from post 12. The pace could get pretty quick.
With the call of Derby 151, let's get it up to Larry Colemas.
All right, Ahmed, just a few more to go in. Flying Mohawk has moved into the starting gate. Owen Almighty taking his spot. He's number 20, and that leaves just the 21, Baeza. To complete the line here under Flavian Pratt. Baeza steps forward and in. They're all in line. We're ready for the start. They're off in the Kentucky Derby. Journalism is in a little bit of traffic early on here, but he came out of the gate okay. Citizen Bull and Neo Equos as expected to the front, but they've come well off the rail.
He's in the back.
Setting the pace with Owen Almighty to the
Come
outside.
on.
East Avenue is away running in fourth. American Promise is fifth and down on the inside. Then Admire Daytona. Vernon Square is closer today. He's down on the rail.
Okay, it's fine. We've got more than one horse that we're rooting for.
Journalism is saving ground into that turn. He's in the middle of the pack.
Right.
This cold battle goes up on the far outside with Render Judgment and Flying Mohawk. Then comes Publisher Baeza to the outside. Down toward the rail, Japan's Luxor Cafe leads Sovereignty. Tistastic and Sandman are next. And Final Gambit is the trailer as they race past this half mile in 46.23 seconds. So the pace is honest enough, set by the Baffert runner, Citizen Bull, and Neo Equos.
That's good. We've got a Baffert going. Come on.
American Promise together with
Come on.
Almighty,
Let's watch another Baffert win. Come on.
2.5 to East Avenue.
Come on.
Vernon Square is sixth on the inside. Ryan Hernandez
Come on. Come on,
down
bud.
the rail like he did with Mystic Dan last year. They're about 6 lengths off the lead as they race to the far turn. Citizen
Come on.
Bull on the inside. Neo Equos on the outside. These two right together on the lead. American Promise comes under pressure. Owen Almighty is fourth by 2.5. Chunk of Gold is fifth. Trying to get involved now with 5 lengths to make up. Meanwhile, we look back for journalism. He's been swung to the outside by Umberto Ruiz-Billing, and he's picking off horses.
Come on, Citizen Bull. Come on. Come on. I know we. No. Come on. Come on. Oh, no. Come on. Come on. Final turn. Come on. Come on.
It's coming with him on the outside. The two of them go right by with
Come
a
on.
run. Journalism and Sovereignty.
Come on.
Nose to nose, down to the last 16th of a mile.
Okay.
Sovereignty
Okay.
is taking the lead.
Come on.
Journalism
Who's coming up? Come on.
inside.
Come on.
Baze is third,
Come on.
and it will be Sovereignty to rule the Kentucky Derby. Journalism and Baze are next. Final Gambit
All right, so I just want to say that overall, good race. It looked like it was very clean. Maybe no disqualifications this year. Everything looks good. None of my specific horses came in first, but that's okay. There's always next year. I will go ahead and be watching the Preakness as well as the Belmont. Let's see if we can at least get another Triple Crown winner in here. So, now that we know who's won, let's see who wins at the Preakness. I think they said that was May 17th, so we'll see, and I will see you guys again on the Preakness. Bye.